Well, damn, I think I'm live. And my music's too loud. Give me a second. I can't hear myself think. Here. Alrighty. I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm just live because people started watching my shit and I gotta keep the momentum going. Man, what am I gonna do? Oh, you know what? Well, I think of something to do. Watch my children for me. I haven't actually opened this up in a while. I don't remember this child's name. I don't remember any of their names. Well, I feel like a bad father. I need to find out. Alright. Okay. You are... This is Stone. Oh, I gave him a little headset. That's adorable. Oh, I forgot I did so much progress. I think I just got really tired one day and did a bunch of this late at night. I didn't name this guy. Oh, he's gonna be a fly chow. Yeah. Oh, he's hungry. I think they're all hungry. Let's see. These two are having a conversation. Don't want to interrupt them. It looks pretty intense. Damn. Really? Hold on. Can I zoom in? Yeah. There we go. Take those icons out of the way. They're not actually that useful. Lovely conversation. Not gonna lie, the RuneScape music works pretty well. What song is this? Garden of Spring. Oh, of course. That's fitting. Oh, I can still play when it's down in the corner. That's cute. Well, I'm not streaming that right now. That's background stuff, I think. Maybe. There we go. Guess I'll do some mold. I don't really know. Is that exciting content? Are people gonna come here for that mole content? Hey, what's poppin', Brody? Yeah, let me show you the bank so you can, understand why we don't need to split when we go to Grardor. Yeah, no, the market's been doing real good for me lately. T-Bow's way up, so... 2.86. Though, I will say it's a little bit inflated because my mud pie stack... I pay only like 660 of gold for each mud pie, but every now and then, because the daily volume's so fricked, it goes all the way up. Oh, hey man, I'm glad you liked the Mazrat video. One took a lot of time and effort and stress, and I'm glad I uploaded something. Oh, what was I talking about? My fucking mud pie stack? Right, my goblin books. There you go, that's where I'm at. Those are what I'm collecting. Give me more if you see me. Oh, we're gonna do... No, I'm gonna take you guys along for an herb run. How about that? I don't actually know if they're ready. Oh, good, they are. I'm gonna finish the second part of that Mazrat video... eventually. I can't give you a timeline there. But I have some other ideas in the meantime. Defender of Varrock is coming out. It's pronounced Varrock. I don't like that. I don't like how most of the towns are pronounced. But Defender of Varrock is coming out, and there is a story about a Rav that is kind of lost, because it's not even in-game. It was something that was on the website. And so, it's not on the website anymore, but the wiki still has it. I read through it. It's a pretty long story. It's going to be like a half-hour read. But it's basically all the lore you need to know for Defender of Varrock. And it kind of explains the Shield of a Rav, and it's a bit wordy, it's a bit flowery. It was written in a style of, like, medieval prose, so some parts are a lot of this, and then this happens, and you'll see. But it'll be good. It'll be good background material. Lower effort content from me. Oh, hold on. They're having a conversation. Looks pretty intense. What do you think they're talking about? This is a heated debate. Fuck me. I don't want to get in the middle of that. What's his response, huh? Damn, look at that. He is really letting him have it. Yeah? Oh, shit. Those fighting words. I was doing a farm run. Whoops. Hey, thanks, Gustav. I'm doing pretty well lately. I feel weird just saying all the time that I'm sick, so at some point I am going to make a proper update video and, like, fully explain my health. But, no, I'll get to that at some point. Soon. Sooner than later. The fucking sun is out today, which is gorgeous. It's still cold out, but it's been so dark this month. Year. Yeah. Oh, does YouTube still get pissy about smoking on camera and whatnot? I'm curious. I could probably get away with it. I'm a small enough channel, no one would know. You guys wouldn't tattle. You guys aren't narcs. Hey Raymond, thanks, I'm glad you liked the Madrat video. And yeah, I don't think anything I'm dealing with is, like, terminal. No, it's not that bad, but health is just fluctuates. In my head, I'm thinking, health ain't good. I'll live to at least, like, mid-50s, though. That's enough. What keeps me from making videos the most often is just my voice isn't usually where it is right now. I'm chewing on those that I just dropped. Gaviscon, not a sponsor. They taste like dog shit. They foam in your mouth. They're a little bit fizzy. But it's helping me. I can talk today. Some days I cannot talk whatsoever. And so, getting in the booth and recording on those days ain't really an option. Speaking of, I should record something today. Fuck me. I promise I'll do more than just farm runs. I just doing random shit until I figure out what I want to do. I might not be streaming RuneScape for long. I might swap to another game. I downloaded a whole bunch of stuff, and I just haven't gotten to it. Hey, thanks, Maniac Matt 73. I love that name. Thank you very much. I'm glad you like my videos. Just, don't go too far back. Oh, fuck yeah, surprise exam. Sure, I fancy an exam. Fun fact, this guy right here, Mr. he is not a normal dragon. He is a crossbreed. He's what happened when, I believe, a dragonkin tried to make an egg using the blood of a fairy dragon, which is some other bullshit that's never really explained in RuneScape. But you do see one during Recipe for Disaster. That's Click, the little fucker who you have to get to finish the creme brulee for Falador Night. This game's a wild ride, man. Anyways, yeah, this guy's part fairy dragon, and I couldn't tell you what a fairy dragon is because RuneScape hasn't told me what a fairy dragon is, but we've seen one before. Pretty accessories made from silver and gold. Like this random, I'm gonna be honest. This is one of my least favorites, but I'm always gonna do it because, like, you don't pass up the quiz random. Oh, damn! Yeah. Never done that random with sound on. That's awesome. Never mind, this is my favorite random now. I was putting all my experience into mining. I'm gonna continue doing that, because fuck mining. Oops, wrong button. Oh, hold on. My child fell asleep. Look at that little boy. Kicking his little legs. He's so cozy. He's dreaming of food. Oh god, they're all asleep. Oh god, they're all asleep. Oh no, why is everyone asleep? Did I do something wrong? Oh no, they're all sleeping at once. I guess it's nap time. Never mind, that's fine. That's actually disorienting though. Okay, someone's awake. Go back to him. Oh god. Wake everyone up, I'm scared. Oh, he doesn't give a shit. He is just zonked. I feel that. Yeah, no, you're not wrong. The lore is a bit complicated to follow, because for my videos, I pull a lot of the lore from RuneScape 3, but I'm careful to... Okay. Start from the beginning here. You got two timelines that kind of diverge at a certain point. Everything that happens in RuneScape 3 is like the 6th age and onwards. Everything in old school is up to the 5th age. But anything before the 5th age is basically the same in both games, with some deviation. So I have to research both wikis and cross-reference, and on occasion just kind of have to be like, hey, make my own judgment. Trying to explain my process out loud is really complicated now that I think about it. But yeah, a lot of the stuff that's just like old school lore is also RuneScape 3 lore. It just hasn't been explained in old school yet, but it still applies. Make a... Worldbox, you're saying make a video about how I make videos? Because I have thought of that before. Yeah, no... Isn't Gothic Sleeps the line? That's when Lumbridge gets nuked. No, you're getting that mixed up with, not while Gothic Sleeps. I know which one you're talking about. It's the one where Gothic gets stabbed and dies. That one's pretty much the line. That's what marks the beginning of the 6th age. And so, anything after that, that's not old school. It'll never apply. But really old stuff, like 4th age and before, that will apply in both games, unless there's marked discrepancies saying so. It's a lot of research, it's a lot of... I don't even know the word for it, but you get what I'm getting at. Yeah, no, I get what you mean. The story for RuneScape can be complicated, but you gotta also consider it's a 20-plus-year-old story written by hundreds of people at this point, so it's gonna be complicated. All things considered, I think it's great that it's as good as it is, and they've taken some silly old stuff and really done good stuff with it today. Like Desert Treasure, they had no idea what the fuck they were doing. Story behind Desert Treasure is not mine to tell. Another person made a great video on that. That was basically just cobbled together by an intern. And the fact that that's now integral to so many storylines, that's pretty huge. The fact that it's also still, like, good. Take that nonsense and build on it. I feel like I might have a really long delay on this. Let me see if I can manage that. YouTube streaming by default has a ridiculous 30-second delay. I don't remember if I... Oh god, I scrolled through a setting and it did something. Give me a second. Watch my children for me while I take care of this. Shit. I'm looking in the wrong setting, aren't I? Am I? I am. Frick me silly and call me Billy. YouTube Live Control Panel. That's what I'm looking for. Oh god, how do I manage this software? What am I... Whatever. I'm gonna deal with the delay and be upset. Like 5 main quest lines with random stuff in between. Yeah. I like the random stuff, though, especially when it gets pulled back around into being important. Wife loved your video, had a lot of fun learning about the lore of the silly game I'm always playing. Well, I'm glad. That's what I like to make my videos for. Enough that if you play the game and you know what I'm talking about, it makes sense. But if you're a complete stranger, it can at least be entertaining enough, you know? Because lore videos can be so dry. And I'm the kind of guy that can enjoy that. I don't mind that. But I want to make it entertaining for others. At least that's my goal. Oh, whoops. You're still watching my children. There we go. Now you can watch me do a farm run. Far more exciting. I'm almost done, I swear. Oh my word, I need another cup of tea. What am I going to do after this farm run? I was going to go kill mole or something. Is that exciting content? Do you guys like the mole? Giant mole? I don't... Oh, God. I watched Austin Powers 3 when I was a kid, and I don't know why the fuck my parents let me. And now it's burned into my memory, and I cannot get it out. Sorry, I thought I'd share that bit of trauma with you all. I like how our adventures are kind of dumb, but smart enough to get out of the issues we create. Yeah, that's a fun thing that I saw somebody else pointed out. I wish I knew who. It was probably just a random comment online. But the player character in this game is just a dumbass. They're a complete buffoon, and I love that. You stumble into problems. You often create the problems, or find it's... And you just kind of luck your way through it. It feels like you're a D&D character at the table who rolls all the nat 20s at all the right times, and I'm okay with that. Then RuneScape 3 jumped the shark entirely, and that fucking... the whole World Guardian thing, I do not like it. Not one bit. Not a fan. No siree. They'll never do that in old school, though, so we're good there. Yeah, I kind of have to keep pausing and replay and explain stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I went pretty fast-paced with it. If I went really slow and drawn out, it would be more like, I did a video a couple years ago on Slayer, just as a whole, and that was more of an experiment in just making a longer video that was background filler noise. Didn't have to edit it too much, it's all B-roll for editing. But that one's like half an hour of content. That's what my Rav video is going to be as well. It's not going to be nearly as edited as the stuff that I made in the Mazrat video. Do some Tombs of a Masket. I don't know how to anymore. I grinded Tombs for a bit, and I got to the point where I could do 350s solo deathless just so I could get the backpack kit on my own. And then I stopped. And then they changed some mechanics, and now I don't know how to do the monkey room. And I don't want to go back and learn it, because I don't like Tombs that much. I don't know, it's not bad. If anything, I want to learn Chambers of Zarek, but that takes more effort, harder to solo. I'm done my herb run. That's right. Dance. Yes. Celebration. Look at him. Yeah, little guy next to him, he's having a grand old time. He's enjoying the show. Fuck yeah. I fucking love this game. Glad I got the notification. I'm glad you got the notification too, Terry Marshall. And the best part was she lambasted RuneScape for having a character called Guthix and one called Guffin. They are so similar, they might as well be the same. That is a very surface level. These two books have the same cover, so they must be the same kind of observation. Monkey Room based on the same, just quality and life changes. Yeah, I probably wouldn't be that hard. I just tried it again recently with a friend, and we both got overwhelmed, but I'm not used to doing duos, and he doesn't even know how to do tombs, so... Chow Gamer. I am a Chow Gamer. Do you know the RuneScape religions? I mean, more or less, it's just every god has their own religion, so do you know the RuneScape gods? Is that what you're asking? Because... I suppose there's certain gods that don't have religions, but those would be the old ones that aren't all that sentient. That's more RuneScape 3 top property. Hopefully we never get shit like Tuska here. I'm okay with the idea of Titanous creatures being considered gods for their sheer power, but that's not something we need to get into in old school. I don't want to go that far out yet. God Wars videos don't felt like a Gilnor religion series. You know, that'd be an interesting way to spin it. I've thought about doing videos on the gods themselves. Like, I've wanted to write a video about Zeros for a while, but you gotta find the cutoff point at some point, because RuneScape 3 keeps on going and going and going, and I don't know. But framing it that way, not as talking about the gods, but talking about their religions, their cultures, that's an interesting one. I'll write that down. I'll try that. Yes, I am well aware that Gilnor is an anagram for religion. I used that same thing with a D&D world I wrote up as a kid. I guess it was only like a few years ago, honestly. I named it Kazdin as a anagram for ascend, because, you know, D&D, gods, you're trying to ascend in power. Yeah. I have a whole map for it drawn up somewhere. Tucked away, I don't know where. What am I gonna do? I don't know if I'm gonna do... I know I'll do a little Muspa. Feel like I'm close to that pet, you know? Money slug giveth. See how good my clicks are today. Not very. Just started watching your videos last night. Well, I'm glad you saw my stuff. This video really popped the fuck off my channel, I'm not gonna lie. It really fucking caught me off guard. If you look back and see anything that has, you know, more than a few thousand views, that's because it got it over time. 10,000 in like the first day is a little bit silly. I gotta turn off my space heater. So, you know, I'm not upset. Quite happy. Alright, let's do some Muspa. I gotta change my runes. Killed this boss a little over halfway to drop rate. I don't remember exactly when that. Fucking... oh god, what runes? It's been a little while. Death. Soul? Right? No. Blood. Blood fight. Okay, I don't need the death. Got it. Okay. Got that. Book of the Dead. House tabs. Fucking... frickin' frickety fricker frack. What else? Do you think we become World Guardian in old school? No. Nope. Never. I don't think that would ever happen, and if it did, I would be very upset, but... nah. That's just... nah. Just discovered you too. All hail the algorithm. Fuck yeah, the algorithm's treating me well for once, so I'm not gonna be upset there. Thanks for enjoying my stuff. Just got it pushed to the top of the YouTube feed. Started watching more videos like a week or so ago and see you didn't upload regularly. Yeah, I'm trying to get back into that. It's mostly just... life's hard, you know? I'm trying to get better. Things are going well enough. I'm gonna upload more. The fucking editing I did on that video, though, it took a lot of time because I'm realizing more and more that I am doing the lowest form of animation, but it's still animation in a sense, so I have to plan things out a lot more than I think. So a lot of that editing is on the fly. Like, I wrote the script, and I had some bits that I wrote in, then I get into the editing software, and then it's just scene by scene, for the most part, and figuring out, okay, what am I doing out here now? What am I putting on screen here now? So, it's a learning process. I am self-taught in every regard. This is all just me learning how to do what it is that I do. Favorite god is Guthix. He makes the most sense, but he seems a little overpowered based on his origin story. Yeah, Guthix is definitely one of the strongest gods of the non-elder variety. It's impressive how strong he is, because as far as gods go, they're mostly ascendant beings. Anybody, like we as a player, technically could become a god just by getting a powerful enough artifact. But Guthix Guthix is one of those. He was a creature who got a really strong artifact and killed another god with it, and just slurped up their power. Like, that's a sound I imagine it makes when you... Anyways, the other type of god is a created one, and there's only two that I can think of, and that'd be Zeros and Saren, which were made by an elder god directly. And I guess you probably know that if you came from the last video. So, what's scary is Guthix. Zeros says that Guthix is about as strong as himself. A god created from pure divinity saying, this guy who killed another dude with a sword, I am scared of him. He's pretty strong. Bonk animations. That's a good way to put it. May I suggest another lore video topic? Fuck yeah, suggest away. Hold on, let me see. Nope. I actually have a... Where is it? Put this down. Oh, don't worry. I'll put that back up in a second. I have a, where the fuck did I put? Oh, of course, it's behind the Chow Garden. I have a folder where I write down all my shit. Okay. Why do you rate Big High War Gods so low? Thinking for yourself again? Bandos is an abusive, controlling, gaslighting, manipulative motherfucker. Not to mention the forced incest and breeding programs. I've thought about going into Bandos and what happened to Ubiusk a few times. That's another big video to get into. The shit that Bandos did is unbelievably fucked. Like, on a moral, ethical, biological level, he is an abomination, an affront to the gods, to mortals. He's stinky, no good, very icky, don't like him. Eleanor religions, who the fuck is Zeros? Guthix is strong as hell, he slept from the Stone of Jazz. Yeah, Guthix got stronger as he slept from the Stone of Jazz. I don't know. Because he didn't have the Stone of Jazz when he slept. He got all over the place. I have to look into that more. Stilius being a god, thou this. Oh, when you go to the Scar and the Abyss. Okay. Okay, that's some RuneScape 3 stuff, right. I don't actually play RuneScape 3. I haven't played RuneScape 3 since 2017, so anything I know of that is from reading the wiki and researching things that lead me to other things, and, you know, anything that's happened past the 6th age, pretty iffy on that, don't really know. Discovered your channel today. What do you think about Sliske getting the Horn and Desert Treasure 2? Presumably the old school equivalent of Ritual of the Majra will be a battle between Sliske and Lucian. Yeah, you know, they're taking a different turn this time. Hold on, since I'm not doing anything, you can watch my children. We're taking a different turn this time with the Majorat lore. And, I mean, they very clearly said that. When we had the mini quest to go and get the Barrows icon from Barrows, and the old man just fucking destroyed it, you didn't know what the fuck was going on. Because we were following all the steps, and all of a sudden, new plan. What they're really heavily alluding to is that Sliske has found a new plan to beat the curse? No, they're not dealing with the curse. A new plan to beat their cycle of rejuvenation. Because, you know, every few hundred years, they gotta sacrifice one of their own and split that energy, and that's how they keep on living so long. They're clearly alluding to him having some connection to Zautak. And that name hasn't even been uttered in Old School more than a couple times. That's a whole different video to get into. And I haven't done that much because there isn't much in Old School about him yet. The only thing I've done is actually another video I did on the fishing hamlet in Korend, because that's another bit of lore alluding to Zautak. And yeah, oof. That was a rabbit hole. That one would take a lot more for me to research before I could put it into words. I've seen you before in 361 and randomly got recommended your channel. You're not the only one. My video last night really fucking hit the algorithm. It's kind of wild. Hold on to your videos a week or so. Really enjoy your content. Plus your voice is great for narration. Thank you. I appreciate that. My goal is to just voice act for a living someday, but until then, this is just a hobby. I'm working up towards it. So did we actually fight a Mascot, Tombs of a Mascot, or a Shadow of her? Yeah, I don't think we ever fought her directly. If anything, it would just literally be a shadow. Love how old school is taking inspiration from RuneScape 3, but adding major plot twists. Yeah, me too. It's cool because it adds a certain level of expectation that they can defy for people who come from old school, or come from RuneScape 3, or even RuneScape 2, considering the things are changing. Also, yeah, poor Barrows Brothers done dirty time and time again. I know, the poor fuckers. They were done the dirtiest in RuneScape 3 when they added some other really bad lore to them and tried to make like a high school drama out of it. I try to pretend that bit didn't happen. The Abyss is the most wicked part of RuneScape lore. It's a space between worlds and just infinite flesh. Implication being an even more powerful Elder God everything exists in. Yeah, that is an implication that's been done a few times. Zeros talks about that in RuneScape 3 quest. I don't remember which one. He mentions the 5 Elder Gods, and they keep hinting at something greater. And a lot of it's alluded to be maybe Zautak, but then the word Voss is tossed around lately, from what I can tell, V-O-S. But, again, that's like newer lore that I haven't explored yet. I'll get into that more when Old School starts touching on it. I say the World Guardian thing because we're starting the Majorat questline. Right. Yeah, I think that means that we're not going to go with the whole end route of killing Guthics in this Majorat questline. I just don't really see that happening. But if we do, it's going to be handled better. Sorry for messing with my mustache so much. I got a few hairs that keep poking right into my mouth and my nose, and it's pissing me off. Punch that algorithm in the chops. Indeed. My algorithm finally blessed me with your videos, which could run you from me. Thanks, Anthony. I appreciate that. I'll be making more stuff soon, I promise. At the very least, I'd like to be streaming more. It's been nice. Even though I haven't really been doing much. I did an herb run, and you've seen my chow garden. Speaking of... Oh my god! Okay, hold on, it's been a bit. I don't remember their names. I haven't fed them in a little bit. I have animals here to give them. Who wants this bear? Which one of you is a strength chow? Are you? Yes. Yes, you are. Bebo. Bebo. I don't remember naming him that. I love this. Here, have a scorpion. That strength? Yeah. Came from RuneScape 3, and I'm so loving reliving the lore, including the changes. Yeah, I get that. Because I came from RuneScape 3 as well. It's just been a few years. And seeing all of this stuff at first... Oh! It's time! Oh, he's gonna be a run chow. He's dark run. I think he's a white two-tone. Oh, he's gonna look so sick. Oh, no, but I gave him fly parts. But that looks like a run chow. Oh, I'm excited. Oh, I'm excited. Oh, hold on, I gotta get a better view. Hold on, how do I do this? It's been a while. No, fuck, I missed it. Yes. I gotta see him hatch. I'm distracted though, people are talking. When we find out that the Abyss is just Zeros' heart or something. Yeah, we're gonna get some more lore on the Abyss. That bit of it being a dead god, Hostilius. Hostilius was the one slain by Zamorak when he was taken by the demons, when he made his pact with them to kill Zeros. Gotcha. That's a whole different thing. Oh boy, that's a whole different thing. Getting into that would take a bit. Back to work, wishing luck with the future content, next to life. Thanks, I appreciate it, Worldbox. I'll be streaming more often, so... Oh my god, he hatched! Look at him, he's adorable. Oh my god, look at those eyes. Sorry. Pretty sure Jagex said old school follow a different timeline. Yeah. We're already in a different timeline. Things are branching off. I don't think Korend officially exists in RuneScape 3, so that kind of makes it a different timeline in and of itself. Plus the differences between Fossil Island and Anachronia. World Guardian / killing Guthics will be on the level of monetization for player count. You know, that's a pretty bold claim. I don't think that's necessarily true, but it would fuck things up. People would not enjoy the game as much. They might not realize why at first, but they would not enjoy it as much. As long as you don't get the high school girl romance that's going on in RuneScape 3. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, I haven't read much of the modern RuneScape 3 stuff, but I remember when I was there, the writing was 50-50. Some quests felt great, some were just, what is this? The Penguin Quest, that's the one that pissed me off. When they finished the Penguin Quest line by having a disco party in the desert. Why did Zamorak betray? Just for power? Is this a modded Sonic Adventure 2? Yes, this is modded to hell and back. As you can see, watch tails fly! You can play Mechless tails as well, can go up here, all that jazz. Mostly just modded for the Chow Garden, though. That's broken. I don't know why. Why did Zamorak betray, though? Zamorak betrayed him for a few reasons. I actually go into that a little bit more in the second part of this video. I have the audio for it recorded. No, here. Let's see if I can do this real quick. I'll show you guys the timeline in full, just so you can see the madness I've been dealing with. Oh, I got so much stuff on my screen, though. I can still get this up. Do you think we'll hear anything about Lornab? Yeah, that was the Hydra that Zeros slayed to create the portal to bring forth his army, wasn't it? That one was interesting. I don't know, because I've already taken a different stance with Hydras as a whole in Old School. I asked Mod Ash about this once, just out of curiosity. Because there's a little bit of a discrepancy there. Hydras in Old School were made by the Dragonkin... I was going to say Zorgoth, but he didn't make them. I forget which one. One of the Dragonkins that went off to Kurund, you know, all that shit. They are a project, just like any other draconic creature. They are made by the Dragonkin infusing their blood into another, usually a lizard's egg, in hopes to create a subset of their race that's free from their curse. Dragonkin are a whole other video, fuck me. But basically, in RuneScape 3, Hydras are a thing that existed unrelated to the Dragonkin, whereas in Old School, Hydras are made by the Dragonkin. However, if you look around in the map, you can find skeletons of Hydras in places where they really shouldn't be, like in the Smoke Devil Cave. All the skeletons there are two-headed creatures that look like Hydras, and in the wilderness you'll find skeletons that look like Hydra skeletons, but there's no reason to believe Hydras ever existed outside of Kurund in Old School. So, I don't know. Weird discrepancy. Why was I talking about that? I got all carried away. Right, because you asked about Lornab. Varlamore needs low-stakes shenanigans for sure. Yes, I think it will. Varlamore seems big enough to have little one-off quests that are just world-building stuff, and we need that. Hold on. Let him go! Have you done the quest line Lord of Imperium? Best atmosphere and writing in RuneScape 3. I don't think I have. The last vampire quest I remember doing is fighting Draken on the top of the tower. I don't think that's that one, but I don't know. That one was good, though. That one had some good lore. That had a lot of fun books. I remember they had one talking about all the different types of Vyres and their different preferences for blood. And it was from the perspective of Lord Draken himself talking about the different Vyre nations, and him just being disgusted at this one nation that liked their blood congealed and aged like a fine cheese, stinky and solid and like a jelly almost, and he just wanted to barf thinking about it. But, you know, blood cheese. Yeah. Do we think we'll get more Zautak info in Old School before RuneScape 3? Yes, without a doubt we will. Because they're talking about it with Desert Treasure too. They're building up to it so hard, and there's just no way they won't. My hopes is that instead of doing another Majorat quest talk about Zautak, they bring back the Pirate quest line, because that's the first one that really focused on it, with Rabid Jack bringing up the undead using Zautak on the whatever seas. So, incorporating those two would be a really fun twist. What the fuck is he doing? Taking a nap. Oh. But yeah, we're definitely going to get more Zautak, and we're going to get it soon. Love the lore of both games. Me too. Yeah, I love your vids, appreciate the old school lore. Oh, I'm glad you like my stuff, Nolan. More recent RuneScape 3 lore is kind of juicy. Basically, Saren just goes apeshit and tries to force the Elder Gods to hatch again. I did see that. I wasn't sure how to feel about all of that, and I haven't gone into it enough to really have an opinion. So, again, anything that's after like 2018-ish, I haven't really touched, and then My lore videos, I try to make old school lore that just pulls from RuneScape 3 when applicable, because that's the game I play. It's most of you guys play old school, I imagine. But yeah. Talking about Zamorak for training shit. Oh right, I was gonna open my timeline. There we go. Excuse me. Okay, give me a second. Oh, get my chow off the screen. So I can zoom out a bit here. Timeline's a bit beefy. For all I know, it could crash. And then I do this. Window capture. Bam. Bam. There you go. So yeah, that is the video. Most of it. It's actually impossible for me to show all of the elements at once. This is zoomed out a good bit. And the other half of the audio's... half? Yeah, that's about 10 minutes audio right there. It's half-ish. Geez, trying to break down how I edit this is such a... I've tried it before. I'm not gonna try doing it live. But this is the video. If you know anything about editing, then I don't know. I'm self-taught. I learned a little bit in high school, but I learned on a different software. Everything I've done here is just me fucking around and... yeah. You can make things seem a lot more professional if you just use a lot of sound effects and you use them well. Learn that this way. Rain Battle, what is this sound? What? Oh, that's a song. That's one of the songs from... okay, never mind. Yeah, this timeline's a fucking mess. There we go. Getting all carried away, sorry about that. I have ADHD if you couldn't tell. Genuinely giddy when I saw the Black Totem in Desert Treasure 2. Dude, me fucking too. After the quest, I took the shard and went to Mos Mahonos, and I wanted to see if there was some Easter egg where you could take that to the totem there, but... I think Zautak is interesting. Yeah, no, Zautak is definitely one of the more interesting ones. The muddiest brain playing video games. Thank you, Jacob. I am very muddy. Yes, you saw Buff Sliske. Oh my god, all the shit I had to Photoshop for that. That gym scene was my favorite. I was actually upset I had to put that at the end of the video, because statistically people only watch like half of the video. You know, you can see in your analytics, my retention time is a little above half. But most people statistically wouldn't have seen that bit. Hope you get some major growth. Dude, me too. This is something I would love to put more effort into. I think we're getting new Slayer Masters after was... God, yeah, after Walguthic sleeps. Believe it or not, that is my favorite quest. That's not the believe... it's not hard to believe. Believe it or not, though, I didn't want it in old school. Just because I didn't want them to kill off Duradel again. Because if they do, this means that Curadel's gonna come, and I love that, but she's just gonna be it's gonna be, you know, single dad, leaving alone her own daughter. I don't know. I just think it's silly. It's not silly. I'm just sad. I don't want them to kill my favorite characters. Alright, let me see. You guys can watch him, and I'll go back to actually playing RuneScape. There we go. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was gonna kill some Muspa. What do I need for that? I killed a lot of this fucker. Bam bam, bam bam. Crossbow, got that. Oh god, I'm gonna be trying to respond to shit while I'm doing this boss. This is gonna go terribly. Oh well. Might cheer up a little. God, you're right, they did kill Bob. That is... But, to be fair, Bob has died before. And maybe he'll come back again as a different cat. I don't know. Trying to be hopeful. Never got around to doing Walguthic Sleeps in RuneScape 3 because I was too young. Yeah, no, Walguthic Sleeps is a great quest. You're gonna love it. They're gonna... The fact that it's a backport that they're adjusting is great because there's not a whole lot that needs to be changed. It just needs to fit the current lore. But the quest itself was just... It was good. Imagine if they kill off Steve. You know, they could. I wouldn't be upset if they just took another Steve out and added another family member. They've got so many Eves. Guthix lore I wish was touched on more. As I learn about him, I'm abandoning my old lord. Yeah, Guthix is really fucking good. The fact that they haven't touched on him much in old school is... It's fine by me, because it would make sense. Guthixians aren't really doing anything, you know? There's not much to go on there. God of Balance isn't really causing a whole lot of drama. Not much to make a quest on. Bobbert the Strong. Electric Boogaloo. That's what I hope. Bring him back as an automaton. Best case scenario, we had Duradel a sick Dragon Claws upgrade. So I mentioned this in another video, in the Slayer one. But then in a post bag from the Hedge years and years ago, before While Guthix Sleeps came out, like a year before While Guthix Sleeps came out, somebody asked Duradel why he uses Rune Claws. Or, yeah, somebody asked Duradel why he uses Rune Claws. And he goes on to explain, you know, so on and so forth. And he mentions these are just his training claws. And then in another one, somebody asked Vanica why he was on Tutorial Island. And it was a self-imposed punishment, exile, for losing, after he challenged Duradel for his position as the Slayer Master for his cape. And so he thought, you know what? This fucker's just got Rune Claws. I could take him on no problem. And then he says he pulls out his real claws. Doesn't say what they are, doesn't describe them. Says they're stronger. It's implied that he had Dragon Claws all the way back then. A year before they even released into the game, Duradel always fucking had a pair. And he kicked Vanica's ass with them. So hard that the dude just had to leave because he was so ashamed. So he hit his face on Tutorial Island. Thought he could atone for his loss by teaching newcomers. That bit technically isn't canon. It's from Postbag from the Hedge, but I like to think it's canon. Running a D&D campaign in Gillinor, so keep the lore videos, helps a ton. No problem. That sounds like a fun campaign. I've wanted to do that. They're actually working on an tabletop RPG set of rules for old school. The board game came out already, I think? And you can pre-order the TTRPG rulebook. But if you do that, you'd even get it early. I almost did it, but... I mean, Guthix wants to be forgotten, so it kind of makes sense. Yeah, no, it does make sense. There wouldn't be much Guthix quests. There wouldn't be many quests for Guthix, because he just wants to fade away and not be acknowledged. Just got recommended this morning and binged all the videos. Weren't you sub 1,000 this morning? Yeah, no, before I put this video out, I was at like 750 subs. Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Where is it? Oh! Sorry. My baby's evolving. What the fuck is this song, and why does it sound like it has a dial-up tone in it? Slice of silent movie. Just waiting for it to get to me at the end of the month. Yeah, no, it's exciting. I got the Grand Exchange sound at the perfect timing. Your offer is completed. 1 Dark Power Chow has been purchased. Fucking lovely. 99 strength to unlock one-handed, two-handed weapons. That'd be nutty. What I really want is just Vanica's sword, just the steel 2H, but make it so you can have a shield with it. But make that a clue reward. Oh my god, this little guy looks amazing. Look at that. Fuck me. I don't really like Hero Chow that much. It kind of just looks like a leaf on his head. It'd be nice if they follow up old school while Guthix sleeps with the world stays in bed. That'd be a fitting one. So has Guthix cast out the other gods in old school? Yeah, no. When Guthix cast out the other gods, that was the very end of the Third Age and marked the beginning of the Fourth Age. He woke up after Zamorak just blasted the world and created the wilderness, because before that, it was a perfectly normal area, a pretty nice place to live. It wasn't all volcanoes and death. And that was just such a big blow to the planet itself that Guthix felt it. And he said, whoa, what the fuck happened while I was sleeping? Get out of my planet. cast them all out and kept them out because he's that strong. Hello. Hello to you too, Max. Oh, dude, I didn't realize you blew past 1K. Yeah, no, fuck me. I got like 500 subs from this video, if not more. It's wild. Scorpion tail looks sick. Yeah, it does. Scorpion, the bee. I think I have a dog as well. It's a ladybug. Got some modded stuff in here. This little guy. All I want is this last armor seed. I feel that. Since no gods are in Gielinor, does that mean the Edicts of Guthix exist lore-wise in Old School? Yep. No, those are confirmed to exist. They have to. Otherwise, the gods wouldn't. They would just simply be able to return. I think that was something that was established pretty early on in RuneScape lore, the Edicts of Guthix. They often went by different names, but it was established that he said, get out, stay out. Kinda want to know what Farinthri would have looked like. I think RuneScape 3 is kind of doing that. Like, I haven't checked, but from what I understand, they're doing this whole wilderness rebuild project, and they have opt-in PvP. And I think the idea is that they're trying to bring back Farinthri in-game, kind of repopulate the world, since in lore it's healing or something. I could be talking out of my ass, I really don't know. I've just gathered this secondhand from researching other stuff. The blast shook the vibes off the planet. Yeah, no, you're fucking right. It's exactly what it did. Alright, oops. There we go. Okay, this is an old school stream. I'm streaming old school. I'm gonna do some... I took my pet with me. Alright, he's here for good luck. This song is fucking with me. It sounds like... How long is it? Fuck me. Put on a random one. Elven Guardians, sure. Yeah. Yeah. The edicts were established literally at the very end of the God Wars. End of the Third Age, beginning of the Fourth Age. That's the marker. Felt crazy explaining to my wife that Mauritania, Carid, and the wilderness have essentially the same backstory, being beautiful lush fields before getting wrecked. Yeah, that's one thing that I don't feel like I explained well enough in my video, but I guess you guys understood that the desert was not a desert up until Tumakin Nukakin himself. Which, that's how the next video is going to start. The next Majorat video is going to start with a recap of the last one, and then Tumakin just self-destructing. Is Gielinor flat or round? It is confirmed to be a globe. We've seen plenty of spherical models of it. In the video, I actually use one of the things you can build in your player-owned house, which is just a model of our observable universe. And it's just Gielinor and then Xanaris orbiting it. And the confusing part is there's something orbiting Xanaris, so our moon has a moon, and that's never mentioned. So it might just be an inaccurate model, but there's plenty of places showing that Gielinor is a globe. I think I'm schizo whenever I tell my friends that vampires and most races are aliens. Yeah, humans are aliens to Gielinor. They're not native here. Most of the stuff that's native to Gielinor is like sheep and butterflies, and... You know, I don't think there's any humanoid races that are native to Gielinor. Those all just came otherwise. The only thing native here is a few animals. Alright. Let's kill the slug. Arthritis ain't too bad today, so I should do well enough. I'm getting closer and closer to that damn pet. Ah! Okay, my clicks are bad today. My movement at Muspa is kind of weird. I just kind of move however I feel like sometimes, so I missed a few tactics there. I've been playing like dog shit, so don't mind me. Do you ever get into how the Desert Pantheon made it to Gielinor? No, actually. Yes, actually. Technically. The story is that Tumakin... Well, I guess it depends on what you want to consider the Desert Pantheon, because that often refers to the demigods, or the lesser gods, like Scabarus and Krondus. And the story goes that Tumakin made those in his sleep. He dreamed them up. He's just somehow that powerful. Shit. Oh, this is bad. I went too fast. We're good. We're good. Yeah. But yeah, Tumakin and what's Tumakin's wife's name? Lidinus, there we go. 3 procs in a row. We don't know how Tumakin and the Lidinus got here. They were supposedly the first gods to find Gielinor after Guthix fell asleep. And who knows? We don't know how they managed to travel from another place. We don't know what other place they came from. Very little information. They're kind of considered dead gods in the same way that Zeros was for a bit and is less so now. Since Mazrat popping up out of the woodwork. Oh my god, just fucking die. What is known is that they are capable of traveling between worlds or dimensions, or both, seeing as they also not just came from another dimension, but they sent their children out to go find some warriors. That's how they found Mazrat. We just don't know. Probably the World Gate, which isn't something Old School's talked about much. Need a meeting history type quest for the past for N3. We do. And then we almost had that in Old School, or in RuneScape 2. What you really want is the Corp quests, because right now, Corp, all of his quests lore, all of his lore is linked to that. The, let's see if I remember correctly. The corporeal beast is actually a different creature entirely in the spirit realm. And that creature grew so absurdly strong on the day that Zamorak blasted Farinthri, because suddenly all these souls dying at once just got flooded into this realm, and he feasted. He just kept on eating. And eventually he gets strong enough that he breaks out, and he's no longer spiritual, he's corporeal. But Old School hasn't even released those quests, he's just in the game. But those quests did touch a little bit on what life was like before Zamorak blasted it, and it was for N3. This is a bad idea to kill this while I'm trying to respond to comments. I should have realized that people would want to talk about lore when I'm streaming. I'm gonna get this kill, and then I'm just gonna do something else, because fuck me. Also, it's flawless dodging. Fuck the safe spot. Oh my word, never mind, I'm a champion. Yeah, is that in the right spot? I think I can... If you set the spike just right, it's easier to get the smite skip. There we go. $92 health, that's a good hit. I need to roll max. Oh! Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, I could have swore that would have been it. Oh, shit. I'm off. I'm not in the same tick I'm used to. Alright. Give me a second to finish this kill, then I'll do something that doesn't require so much attention. Oh, God. Ah! Something that doesn't require so much clicking either. Fun fact, arthritis sucks. Okay, get my shit and get out of here. Essence ain't worth anything these days. Right. Oh god, I missed so much. Is the entirety of the moon Xenaris or just a section? So that is something that I want more on. What we call Xenaris is technically the moon, but I guess what we travel to is just like Xenaris City, because there's more to it. We just don't see it. There's no way that's the entirety of the civilized moon. And so I want a raid that takes place on Xenaris. Give me a fairy raid. And you could even tie it in with some other crazy shit, because in the fairy quest line, that ties in Bandos, because the fairy godfather gets his orcs as the army, and he has to get those from Bandos. So, I don't know, you could do all sorts of crazy shit. But yeah, the moon is Xenaris, and we just haven't seen much of it. Humans originate from Terragard. That's what it was called, right? Yeah. Saradomin liked to bring those guys over, but I don't know if he... Yeah, he was the first to bring them over. Was he? No, he wasn't. He just brought a bunch more over with him. We're getting out of the desert. I think it's funny the Fremeniks got so angry they created a new rune. Yeah, that's fucking great. That's something that's never really brought up as a talking point. Like, I don't know, it's humorous, but it's not even used as a joke. It's just like, that's what happened. That's how it fucking works. So Zeros like Sauron in terms of reemergence. I'm gonna say something that might change your opinion of me. Never seen Lord of the Rings, never watched it, never read it. I know almost nothing. Nothing whatsoever. I couldn't tell you. I'm a fake nerd, I guess. Sorry. Fun fact, in the 9 months it took me to cover this boss's track, I never once killed it. You know? Yeah. That's fair. You really fucking missed the good time to kill it. Oh god, this boss was so crazy on release. They had to nerf Muspa's loot real early on. They were dropping just crazy, crazy shit. That's why Torstal seeds are dirt cheap. They used to drop like 6 at a time or something, if not more. Nuts. In the essence, it's worth like 9 gold each now. When I was first doing it, 180 each, and the fucker could drop 2,000 at a time. Bonkers. Bonkers. I don't know what that hand motion was, sorry. Fairy raid, yes. I think he was. He was a regular human until he found the crown right. Saradomin. Yeah. Yep. Just like the vast, vast majority of the gods. He was just a regular old dude. Maybe of high ranking in his society, but just a normal human. And he stumbled across an elder artifact. And I think from there it got a little more complicated because his crown isn't just an artifact in itself. It lets him find other artifacts. That's the point of it. It's the locator or whatever. So he's basically just got a beacon on his head that points to magic artifacts and make him stronger. I think he got most of his power from the Stone of Jazz, because it was once known as the Eye of Saradomin. Congrats on doubling your subs. Don't you go thinking I wouldn't notice. I wasn't going to point it out, but I was kind of watching it when I passed yours by like 1 subscriber, and I kind of wanted to say something, but I didn't because I'm a nice person, but you know. But thank you. Yeah, fucking wild. This video just took off. Alright, what am I doing? I clearly cannot do Muspa and talk at the same time. Scurious. No. Maybe. What's something silly I can do? I do silly things in this game sometimes, right? I'm a silly fella. A silly little guy. I got nothing. You guys ever heard of Roland Rascal? Hi, Minerman696. Saradomin is the warmonger. You're very correct. Saradomin is a warmonger. I do not like him one bit. He is one of the worst gods, mostly because of how he portrays himself, you know? Like, it's one thing to be an asshole, but another to be like, I'm your savior, while being that asshole. It's a no from me. Oh shit, I cut the music. Love your videos. Well, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed them. I will try to make more. Alright. I'm going to put on different game. What am I going to play? Oh, damn. Oh, I bought so many games just so I could stream them. Alright, next stream, I'm going to have a specific plan. I downloaded an entire folder, like 20 really small walking sims, really weird, abstract little games off of itch.io. I'm going to go through all of those at some point, because those are my favorites. I love just exploring little virtual worlds. I agree. Also, Zamorak did nothing wrong. That's going a little far. Okay, you're gonna have to tone it back a little bit there. Zamorak did something wrong. He did a lot of somethings wrong. Like, a lot. But I see what he was doing, you know? I get where he was coming from. Do you think we'll ever encounter Bilrak in Old School? I think the mystique around him in RuneScape 3 was really cool. I have one very large complaint with Bilrak. Alright? So, give me a second. I want to turn up the sound so you can hear the sick jams from this game. Nope, that's not it. Why did I close my sound mixer? There we go. Good enough. So, I have a big complaint with Bilrak. In the lore of RuneScape in general, you know, I go over how there's different tribes. The Majorat are the ones that survived. However, the Shelon Ma, they fought each other to the death, and there was only one that remained. He grew in power from killing all of his kin, kept on getting stronger and stronger, absorbing them all, till eventually there were none left. So he just starts setting out on Frenesque, hunting down whoever he can. He starts kidnapping, the Makarat, the Maserat, and then the Mazerat. Bit by bit, he would take from them. And nobody could fucking stop him. He's like the fucking Chupacabra of Mazerat, of just the dreams of Ma. In RuneScape 3 lore, if you remember when Dungeoneering was first teased, we all felt this mysterious power. Everybody in the game got sucked up into the air and forced to look at Daemonheim. That was Bilrak going to Frenesque and killing that Shellon Ma, sacrificing him. It's so fucking anticlimactic. They build up this terrifying beast, this creature that's like possibly stronger than a god, something that a race of god killers fears. Somebody's having a child. Oh my god, you again? This fucker has like 3 children. Keep your dick in your pants. What was I talking about? Right, Bilrak killing the last Shellon Ma. Complete wasted opportunity. That could have been so much more. Imagine traveling back to Frenesque for a boss fight. You could kill the last Shellon Ma yourself, but then not really, because he's so strong, he just comes back like any other boss. And instead, something happens off screen, with a guy you don't even meet for years later. It makes me mad. It could be handled better in old school. I want to see it. That's my rant, sorry. We'll have a deep dive on each of the main old school gods. That'd probably do numbers. Yeah, no, that's not a bad idea. That's, like, thought about it, but man, that's a lot to get into. I tried writing the Zeros video a few times, and it's just... there's a lot. But, yeah. One day, that is definitely a goal. I'd like to do videos on each of them. Oh, why did I whistle? Oh no! They all love tails! Oh god, here they come! Alright, you spoiled little brat. Oh. What? Oh, right. There we go. What was I talking about? Deep dive on the main gods. Yeah, that's... it's just a lot to get into. When I feel like I'm up for writing something that big, I will. My next video probably won't even be something I write myself. I talked about it earlier. There's a long story that was written about Arav years ago on the website. And he spawned with a paper bag. He must be an ugly motherfucker. Sorry, when they spawn with a hat, it's a rare thing I have that comes with mod. But, sorry, I get so distracted. I love Chow. Yeah, the gods will be a lot to talk about. I'll get to it at some point. I was gonna boot up another game. Zeros is such a weird buffoon. Like, what does he actually want besides just more power and trying to become an elder god? Like, what comes after? Zeros is prideful. Very prideful. To a fault. It's not that he wants to control. It's not that he thinks he's better than others, though he does. It's rather that he thinks his role as this all-powerful being is to guide the mortals on Gielinor to their greatest potential. He doesn't want... he has very similar views to Guthix in that regards, but his methods don't match... what was the phrasing I used? That question you're asking is really just like... I touch on that a bit in part 2 of this video, so I'll have to get to work on editing that. Do you think Lorinil Draken is the strongest non-god on Gielinor? That is a good question. Strongest non-god on Gielinor? No. No, because even the gods fear Nex. I think that Nex would be stronger than Draken, but I could be wrong. We haven't seen a whole lot of him. So was Azanadra your bud in old school? Yeah. Yeah, more or less. You saved him from the pyramid, and he didn't fight you in Desert Treasure 2. You're basically helping him. Yeah. Generally speaking, he's an ally. So it would be Wahisatil. He's Ally the Wise. Ally the Wise. Ooh, boy. I'm gonna be honest, my throat hurts from talking for this long. I've got a few more minutes in me, but I'm gonna wrap it up soon. I'll be streaming again more often, though, because this was nice. Just taking a look at who I got here. Oh my god. Poor little guy can't stay on his feet. Omar. Oh my word, they have so many more sound clips with this mod. Who's just babbling? It's adorable. Hold on, I'll turn it up so you can hear it. Oh, I love this. I love this so much. I like that Amazarat likes us, but he also betrayed everyone, I believe? No, I wouldn't say Azanadra is the one who betrayed everyone. That was Sliske. Sliske is, that's kind of his thing. He's a professional backstabber. Definitely stream more as well as try and upload. You're not wrong. I'm gonna work on it. I'll be honest, this is the first time in, God, like the past month and a half that I've been able to talk properly. And even then, this is difficult. I'm straining my voice even now, just talking for the past hour. But practice makes perfect, you know? I'll certainly try to be streaming more. And maybe I'll even play a game instead of just... Nah, this counts. This is fine. Chow streams are good. Alright, though. What do you think of Trindine? I think she's a great character. That is Zamorak's half-Majorat daughter, right? Or not Zamorak's daughter, it's, Zamoregos? Lucians? One of those two, they're cousins. The snake with a cage. That's a good way to put it. Yeah, Sliske, that's his whole shtick. He's the one who betrayed Tumakin and led the Majorat to Zeros. And in the end, he's gonna be betraying the Majorat as a whole, or who knows what. I'm curious to see what happens after Desert Treasure 2. Also, I remember you mentioning health issues. Yeah, I'll summarize real quick. The overall diagnosis of my health issues is Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. If you're familiar with that, I would be surprised, but some of you might be. It's not apparently as unheard of around the world as it is in my area. Long story short with that, Ehlers-Danlos causes, it's a lack of structural collagen in the body. I got loose joints, tight muscles, fragile skin and organs. It varies in intensity for people and on a person-by-person basis. And mine is kind of strange. Like, here, I'll show you. I can pop every single one of my joints like bubble wrap. Right now, it's not actually too bad. I get my neck, though. Oh, there we go. Yep, here's a good one. Yeah, see, like that. That's normal for me. Apparently, it's not normal for others to just be able to pop everything. That's a side effect. It's also very painful, but everything hurts. That comes with it as well. Chronic pain. I hurt a lot, which is why I smoke a lot. I'm gonna take a dab after this. Brakes charged. Yeah, I've got that. Fucks with my health. I've got stomach issues going on, which have not been diagnosed, because doctors in this part of the world are poopy. But I'm seeing somebody in Boston for that in a month, so, you know. It's a lot to get into. I'll make a proper video going into it with more detail and finesse, but yeah. My health fluctuates on a day-by-day basis. I'm kind of fragile. That's a good way to put it. I like to think of it like a marionette. You know how it's a doll held together by strings. My strings are a little loose. Everything's a little bit too loose. So my joints don't like to stay in place. You're telling me other people aren't able to pop their shoulders and elbows? This is news to me. Oh, it's more than that, trust me. I can pop my sacroiliac joints. That's the ones that, like, pop. If I did it, you wouldn't be able to hear it. They're between your butt cheeks. You're the guy who was born with glass bones and paper skin. Paper skin, yes. Glass bones, no. My bones are fine. The only thing that is. On a gardening job, listening away, and let's fucking go. Oh, I'm glad you're having fun. Gardening sounds nice. It's been so cold. It's finally sunny out, but it's still only 38 degrees. Love Azanadra, best bud. Also, he's friends with Zeros, right? Yeah, Azanadra is Zeros' right-hand man. He's literally like his head priest. Holy shit, look at him go! He was a speedy boy. Going for a run? Oh my god, he's flying! I was not expecting that. Sorry. Somebody play an instrument? He is! Oh my word, he's a little musician. Of course he is. Look at the headphones. I mean, you don't need more to give more details on your personal medical stuff. Yeah, no, I know. I just feel weird saying all the time, like, I'm sick, and this is why I don't upload. It's nice to at least give a general explanation. Zeros Pope. He is the Zeros Pope. You're very correct. That is his title was Pontifex Maximus, I think. So literally the head pope. All right. Oh, I forgot I had the spin jump on this bit. All right. Well, I've been live for a little over an hour. My throat hurts. I'm gonna go get some more tea, chug some water, and if my voice holds up, I might get back in the fucking studio and record something, because I should. I appreciate you all stopping by. It was really nice chatting. Like, this is really nice. I'm gonna be streaming more often. Hope you guys don't mind that I'm not very good at talking while playing games. It's a lot of just you watching my Chow Garden today, but I'll get better at it, you know, more practice. Practice makes perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna head off for now. I hope I'll see you all soon. Take care, say hello to your grandmother for me.